Why some feel like caving in. Today, we have a pandemic of hopelessness. Like the world is crashing down around us, times when negativity eclipses the light of any positive developments. And it's times like these when we are tempted to cave in and embrace hopelessness. I can't do anything about it. Now, truth be told, much of our own angst comes from our own false notions of the extent that we feel we control things that happen to us. And that mindset places control into the hands of others, the economy or world events. And that leads to misery, anxiety, and depression. However, turning that mindset on its head would have us acknowledge that we only control one thing: how we choose to respond to circumstances and situations. Epictetus wrote, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control and some things are not." Think of the locus of control as 3 concentric circles as shown in this diagram. Now, on the innermost ring or circle are the things you have absolute control over, and those are your emotions, your reactions, and your outlook on life. The next circle outward, that represents the things that you can have some influence on to some extent, but you cannot dictate the ultimate outcome. That would be how people respond to you, the choices of others, etc. Then the outermost ring, those are the things that you have zero control over, such as the economy, the present political climate, the weather, or the bad drivers that you encounter in traffic. Make your own concentric circle diagram and then write down those things that you feel you have absolute control and choice over. Those things you influence to some extent, and then on the outermost rings, those things that you gripe about, but you know you can never really change. Now, this rational and pragmatic approach helps us to reduce stress and discontentment, and at the same time, it increases your character strengths and virtues as you are now focusing on taking responsibility of how you respond. And that boosts your confidence and belief in your effectiveness in determining your own personal outcome. Now, that's quite enough for us to chew on this week, a big piece of meat, and to be honest, this is a concept that I have latched onto and wrestled with for the last 2 to 3 years. So where are you giving up your control to events and forces outside your control? Ask those tough questions and decide where you want to focus your energy. After all, who wants to cave in anyways? Not us. Be sure to share this video with others and thank the sponsor of the show, the Federal Savings Bank, by clicking on the banner right above this video frame. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Friday's Food for Thought.